Okay, so here's your graph of log base 2 of x. We have f of x equals log base 2 of x plus 0.6. We don't need it to solve the problem here, but I will observe that if you horizontally shift this thing 0.6 units in the negative direction, negative x direction, you get the graph of this function, right? Okay? And I'm actually going to go ahead and after we do the exercise as it's stated, I'm going to use that to show you an alternative way of getting the same results, just to convince yourself that the log behaves the way it does, that the shift behaves the way it does. Okay, so let's do f of 0.6. That equals what? Well, we've replaced x by 0.6, so we replace x by 0.6. We get log 2 of 1.2. Okay? Where's 1.2? Okay, well, first of all, if we have the graph, 1 has to appear here. Okay, where x equals 2. I was going to explain that, but I'm not going to, because everybody knows. Okay? Mm-hmm. Then you go out to 4 and you're up to 2, right? Mm-hmm. So everybody understands this graph, I believe. Okay, so we want to estimate log base 2 of 1.2. Where's 1.2?
Right above 1. Oh,
Here's x equals 1.2. We come up to the graph, we come over here, and here is log base 2 of 1.2, right? And that equals what? It looks like maybe about 0.2 or 0.3. Okay? So I'm going to estimate 0.3. Because here's 0, here's 1, this is much closer to 0. Looks like about a third of the way. So I'm going to just say 0.3. Okay? Now, you could do your calculator. And you can plug that in and see how close you were. For the really small numbers, a lot of times it's hard to estimate, so you don't expect the 0.3 to be really close. But you do expect it to be reasonably close. You expect it probably not to be too much lower than 0.2 and not a whole lot higher than 0.3. That make sense? Mm-hmm. So that's how we would do f of 0.6 based on an estimate. So f of 0.6 would be the log of 1.2, about 0.3. Okay. Then we do f of 1.6 and 2.6 and 3.6. I'm not going to do them all, partly because I didn't draw the thing out that far. Okay, f of 1.6 is log base 2 of 0.6 plus 1.6 plus 0.6 equals log base 2 of 2.2. Okay? Now, go ahead and sketch that on your graph.